My name is Tayla. I am a 28-year-old female racing driver from Teesside, and we're here today at Cadwell Park in Lincolnshire, racing in the MINI Challenge Clubsport series. So I got into motorsport at around 9 years old. It was mine and my dad's thing. We watched the Formula 1 and British touring cars every weekend whilst my mum did the ironing. My parents split and karting became our thing to do together. We went to the corporate karts and I got pretty hooked on it. And then I ended up getting my own kart and raced all the way up until 16. I don't have a least favourite track, but I have least favourite corners, which is one of them at Croft. Croft is my favourite track, but the hairpin is awful. I hate it. I think it's the slow corners that I don't like.
Why do you hate it?
Because it's so slow and so frustrating. You have to get it spot on every time, and it's just so difficult. And because these aren't that fast, coming out of that corner is just like come on, just need a little turbo or something, just give me that boost, but it's just not there. My biggest highlight so far has been just being here. It has been so difficult, and I've had so many hurdles, so many things go wrong, you couldn't write it most of the time, but it's all been my highlight. It's been my dream forever, and I didn't think I was ever going to be able to be the one walking around the track at big weekends in my race suit. I was always just the spectator, and yeah, that's just this highlight of my life. A dream come true in motorsport for me would be winning the championships, TCR, British Touring Cars, GT. I'm not too biased of where I end up. I just want to do well. I want to just live my dream. This is my dream. I've been dreaming of it since being a little kid, so just keep going and get some podiums in there. So I had probably more than 10 years out of motorsport. I focused on my career, my family, starting a family. I've had my son. It's going to be my only one, and because now the focus is back on motorsport. I always wanted to come back. I never wanted to leave motorsport. It was just circumstance, I guess. I didn't have the money to come back to motorsport. I didn't know, that motorsport was such a big business as such, that everything, people don't just pay for it themselves. You can do it without having a huge financial backing, without having rich parents. So after finding that out, that was my mission, to get back into it and see what you can do. My biggest influence for this whole journey, there's a lot actually. My dad, because I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't have even got into it without him. So obviously he's got to be number one. Number two is my son, because I want to prove to him that if he doesn't have loads of money when he's older, he can still do this with pure determination and hard work. He'll get there. And thirdly, it's just all the women that are racing and constantly proving people wrong that they can do this, that they're equal. They are a massive influence and a massive inspiration. I'm hoping to inspire the next generation. They are the next ones in our steps. I'm sure it's not going to be long before I have to hand it over to my son, which I'll be very sad about, but he's got to carry this on for me, and the women, the females that think, we're not equal, we can't do that, the mums who think, I've got a child, how can I do that? Of course you can. And my little boy comes to every race with me, so why can't you? Go get it. Things have changed a lot for women in motorsport, and it is, I don't want to say easier, but it's more accessible, definitely. Speaking to a lady mechanic that we have in our team, she goes to an academy and she's at uni, and I never had anything like that. And I'm glad that it's accessible to people, and they can get way more involved in it, and that it's an option. We just now need to encourage people and women to get into it to keep us going. I know what I want to say, and I was like, Basically, we didn't have any of this. It's frustrating as hell because everything is for juniors and for the young ones, and it's not for the old ones who deserve it, because we didn't have it. And it sucks, because it's hard work.
I
Now, how do I say that nicely?
mean, That was perfect. Use that.
We're definitely moving in the right steps. You know, Formula One Academy coming along, W Series, but it's very targeted to, you know, Formula One to one area. We need to make it accessible in all different types of areas. British touring cars, you need to jump on this. You need to have some sort of incentive for women. Jade's there, flying the flag, but we need more. You know, there's girls in the MINI Challenge, which is the natural ladder, but we need them in the touring cars, and it needs to be a little bit easier, I guess. Other factors definitely need to start, like Formula One Academy's a mint idea. Why aren't they doing that for British touring cars? They need to. I'll be right there. I know I'm not a junior and they won't let me in because I'm too old. The best piece of advice I would give to the younger generation and my younger self is don't give up. I've had so many hurdles and I really probably should have given up, but I was like, I'm not going to be defeated, so just don't give up. Just keep going until you've achieved your goals. And then once you've achieved them, keep going to your next dream. Like, just don't give up. Don't give up. So easy to, but you can't.